Everybody, it's me, Andrew. Get out into nature and tune in for yourself. Resonate with the Earth's electromagnetic field via 432 Hertz, the universal frequency. Balance out psychologically and emotionally, and further strengthen your brain and your heart's coherence as well. Get a plant based diet going for yourselves today and nurture yourself right back into life. We are literally herbivores in our nature. Further balance out your physical body's pH level and to get with alkalinity. Then you can generate some static electricity. Send me some love telepathically, set attention to your mind, and set intention to communicate. That is all there is to telepathy. You are now tuning in to Great Days. So today I want to talk about divinity, right? Very, very simple message. Um, the divinity within, the sovereignty that everybody can tap into, right? Or express or realize, right? So let's get into this. Um, so there's divine design. If you start to unveil the mathematics of the universe, because everything is mathematics, then you can slowly understand that there's a design, a mathematical design, and that mathematical design is divinity. It's divine, um, because it's a God design. It's been designed by omniscience. It's been designed by omnipotent being, right? So because of this, because it's all knowledgeable, um, it's divine. It's divinity. It's divine, and everything is within this divine design. Even you, right? Whoever you think you are within that design. Your anatomy is within that design. Your mind's, your mental body is within that design. Um, all of your energetical bodies are also within that design. So everything is of the divine design. So this makes you divinity. And this is the most simple way that I can put it. Um, you can come into the experience of this if you're able to join the timeless, right? Or come into a timeless consciousness. Um, because in time consciousness, there's a lot of construct that is here to kind of constrict us to bondage, karmic bondage, right? And the karma that we have been given is here to impose us, mold us into um, certain densification, a vibrational rate, which is consisting of various different identities and whatnot, complexities, identities, um, conditionings, programs, all these things packeted together are identifying, right? But that's also within the divine design. But that dimension of the divine design is kind of concealing it, so that if you're entangled within that, it doesn't immediately allow you to experience universal consciousness or totality, which a universal consciousness will allow you to immediately see or allow you to realize deeply enough to come into that divinity, right? Divification, a type of defining or divining, right? Like like various different experiential trilations that allow you to come into the understanding that there is something beyond within you, so you can kind of experience whatever it is that is beyond within that trilation and sit in a throne, right? The throne being the brow, or the heart as well. Uh, this throne being divinity, your consciousness, right? So let me see. Within the divine design, which everything is, if you're able to penetrate that, or if you're able to go deeper into the divine design, which may involve having to dissolve away into consciousness, which is literally the divination, or the devification, right? Which is like a process of becoming divinity or divine. You are already divine, but you got to shift to realization. Otherwise, you're going to be entangled in complexities and entanglements and angers, things like this. You know, because society doesn't really support liberated beings globally. You know, more so it's supporting imbalanceness and things like this. So um, you have to make that effort yourself, but it's easily attained, or it's not so easily attained, but it can be attained. It can come into, it can be brought into you actually, because it's a shifting of awareness. It doesn't actually happen through the ego. It's just something that happens. Um, but if it does happen, you can easily see the divinity within everything, or everything is divine. But the duality of the mind kind of gets in the way of that. So you need to come back into experiential immersification, so you can be able to experience the divinity, the divine design of things, you know. Connect yourself with the universe. That's all there is to do. Or come into the present, which opens you up to timeless consciousness, which timeless consciousness is going to allow you to really observe the divinity or the divine design, the mathematical design, because the mathematics are timeless, and the constructs that are building the time consciousness that everybody is controlled by is constricting you, and it's keeping you away from the deeper mathematics, right? The creative generational processes it's kind of keeping you away from source, you know, as well. Um, which, if you're connected with source, you can easily experience or kind of exuberate that that divinity, because the source is the divine. The source is God. The source is where we all come from, right? The source of creation. Um, so the time consciousness is kind of disconnecting us from this in a way, right? Because there's various different, just various different, I want to maybe archetypes, or maybe various different designs that are kind of constricting the mental body in various different ways, the physical body and even the energetical body, to slowly fall into a disconnected state from source, you know. But all that is even part of the design, the divine design as well. So if you can really get into it, or like dive into the divine design beyond beyond anything that could be known, then you can definitely shift your own design into one that is going to be more connected with the source, right? And if you're able to do this, then you're able to empower yourself, which is equivalent or synonymous with sovereignty, or even divinity. You know, no matter what, no matter what karma there is, what action is being had, or what action is taking place, which is karma. Karma is action. You're still divinity, because you're still the omniscient. You're still the omnipotent, the all dimensional, the God being, the Godhead, the source. That's what you actually are. The fragmented consciousness is just it's just a collective delusion, right? That's being experienced. So if you can just come into the present moment, or center yourself, that's kind of like an easy method, or a gateway to be able to open up your energies more, so that you can connect yourself with the divine design of things. And if you are connected with the divine design of all existence, then you can easily begin to reflect it. And in reflection of the divinity, you easily begin to realize the divinity within, right? Uh, and that's very simple. It's very, very, very simple. Um, because divinity is a simple thing, right? Omniscience is it's all knowledgeable, but because it is, it's making everything very simple, right? Um, so center yourself. This is probably the most basic thing, to just center yourself, which happens of itself as well if you just get into your own rhythm or your own flow, right? Um, you can also make effort to expand and accelerate the process, but it's a process of inevitability. So Um, it happens of itself. All you got to do is observe, stay observant, and enjoy it, right? And then kind of cycle in that. Connect yourself with the cosmic waves. Fall into a hypnagogic state and connect yourself with the universe, and really feel the electromagnetic field, and then slip into a cosmogogic state, right, where you're able to travel the cosmos. Very, very simple. This is something we've always been able to do, but the constructs currently don't allow it. So you got to dissolve yourself, who you think you are. You got to dissolve the ego so that you can slip into a deeper dimension of mind, and then allow yourself to travel through through the divine design, you know, and simply by just traveling and having fun with that, you can slowly become divine, you know, or begin to reflect it more. And in reflecting the divine design, you become divine design. You already are, but your attention is fixated. You've invested the intention, the you've invested the attention on things which are disempowering you. And that's the little trap that the Matrix has uh, programmed you into, right? The Matrix is here to keep you in that, you know. So you got to make the effort for yourself, because nobody's gonna do that for you. Uh, but at the moment that you make that intention, or you snap, you realize that you got to do that for yourself. Um, the universe begins to help you, right? And it becomes easier and easier to be able to expand in divination, or expand in a very divine way. And it's not exclusive to people. This is something inclusive, right? Because everybody is included within it, within that design. So all that is needed is the shift of awareness, which you got to effort yourself into. You got to exercise it, right? Which is very, very simple as well. There's nothing hard about it. It's just that there's distraction that's going to keep you in the Maya, in the illusion, or in the world, in the matrix. Um, so you really, all you got to do is effort yourself out of the distraction to be able to do what you already innately know is needed in order to dissolve the ego and come into a universal consciousness, because that's the investment. That's the real wealth, you know. That's beyond any type of worldly affair. So that's really what you want to invest in, um, and you want to make that the profit, right? So that's gonna be it for today's video. I do thank everybody for watching once again. Peace out, one love, and have a great evening.